This common was totally overgrown, impenetrable, and so I got involved with the parish council, and they supported my efforts initially to try and sort it out. We got a survey by the Norfolk Wildlife Trust, which proved the ecological value, and actually then produced a management plan, which we started to implement using a small working group of volunteers from the village. We started to implement this plan, which was to retain the scrub and the trees around the periphery, but open up some large areas in the middle as wildflower meadows, that sort of thing. And to encourage public access, importantly, because it is now heavily used. Along came the Trust for Conservation Volunteers, national organisation. They would come along, they would mobilise a bigger volunteer workforce, leave in place a permanent local working group to carry on the work, and that's us, the Waveney Volunteers for Nature. I just wanted to mention the old school playing field, bought by the County Council and laid out partly as a wildlife site but also as a playing field. The County Council have done nothing with it since, and we have wonderful ideas of what it could be, but they're not really interested in talking. Our MP and our local politicians are all on at it, but we haven't got there yet. But the idea is to create a mini wildlife reserve. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a sad fact that organisations like ours, and we're not the only one, are staffed with people of our generation. It's sad to try and encourage other younger generations in the process.
Interesting how many of the schools are doing really good work. It's the gap between what happens in school and at home, and trying to engage the parents with the children, I think is going to be really important.
The parish councils and town councils, I think, probably district councils, are all now required to produce a biodiversity action plan. So our parish council here have a plan. The wildlife friendly village thing is part of that plan.
That's a brilliant question, because whatever we do, there's a tension. If you go purely down the wildlife avenue, you're going to exclude the public on the whole. If you go purely for making it a lovely open space where people can picnic and dog walk, instantly you're going to impact on the resources for wildlife. So I think any group trying to steer a course down the middle that makes it open to people to enjoy and keep it safe for nature.
Bottom up works, top down doesn't.
If each community starts to take ownership, working alongside, and if we can get the organisations to come together, then that's where the power is. They are aware that none of this is easily accessible to people in wheelchairs, and how we might be able to create a space here that could be accessed where people could sit quietly and enjoy watching birds and kind of listening to what's going on in a quiet space. Because these other areas, just without huge investment, do not lend themselves to being easily accessible.